Oh, hi guys, I just want to show you this watch. It's a Citizen Promaster. It's the AS4050-51E. So this model is it's an atomic watch, but it syncs with Germany atomic watch in Europe. So it only works in Europe. But me, I didn't care. The atomic syncing doesn't work here. But I don't really care because I bought it because I love the watch, the look and everything. It doesn't sync here, but it still works, you know, as a regular quartz. So I've been wearing it like every day for 3 years, and it still looks good and still works well, no problem. Everything is fine. You know, titanium is really strong. You know, it's, when you hold it, it feels cheap because it's so light, but at the same time, you know, it's really strong and it will really last a long time. So it's a really good watch. It has many functions. It's really accurate. They say it's about 15 seconds every month without the atomic syncing, and I mean it's just great. You have a ruler here you can adjust to do many types of calculations, and it's a little bit like the Seiko SNA411 here. It's a little bit the same kind of bezel and same kind of rulers on both for calculations. It just feels really precise when you hold it, and when you move this knob here, it feels like a precision instrument. You know, like it feels like you know, those Mitutoyo calipers, and you know, those Japanese calipers, really precise ones that are made in stainless steel and really machined and really precise with high tolerances. It really feels like the same, you know, just the texture here is the same kind. It's Japan. It really feels Japanese, like Japanese precision, you know. And when you turn it, you really feel it's really smooth and really feels the same as like a Mitutoyo caliper or something like that. It really is a, you know, a precision instrument of time, you know. I mean, so full titanium bracelet case and everything, and sapphire glass here. Since 3 years, it didn't have a single scratch on it, so it's really resistant. The crown here is not a screw down crown. You just when you turn it here, it turns in nothing, so you just pull it. When you pull it, then you can adjust stuff, but you just press it, and it doesn't feel like it will resist 200 meters water resistance, but it really is. I went to swimming with this and there's no problem. This part here is stainless steel, and the rest is titanium. When I turn this knob here, it's really accurate. You know, the rulers are really accurate. It's really precise. So here we have a 24-hour dial, and here we have a dial that is split in two. So we have like tens of seconds here. We have the days of the week here. And I think there's another function here that I don't use. The 20 and the 60, I don't use this. Of course, we have the date. We have here we have all the functions. So we have 3 time functions here, but they're all the same. We have a calendar here, chronometer or chronograph. We have local time. We have a 0 to calibration and alarm. So right now I'm in a chronograph. So if I press the top button like a regular chronograph, it starts. It does a 360 and then it starts. And I can stop it. Just after I stopped it, I can long press this button here, and you see this hand move when I long press this button. It shows me in the tens of seconds here. When you want to reset the second hand, you just long press it on the top and then resets it. And when you change functions, you just pull the crown and then you can change the function. So time, it shows the time in seconds, and then it shows the day of the week, like Monday here. If I press this button, a long press, it goes here to on in orange. So this shows me that it's the daylight saving time, it's on, and then it resumes the time. So you have on and off here, and these can be used for different functions. If you're an alarm, it will tell you if the alarm is on or off, and different settings. If you pull it and you put to calendar here, it will show you, the second hand will show you the month and the leap years. So here it's January, so this is June, July, August, September, October. And then I see that here how it works is like here's the leap year, and this is the first year after the leap year, the second year after the leap year. So it just counts the elapsed time after the leap year. So here below you have a local time, so you have another time zone. So you can set this to another time. So when you go to this function, it will show another time. And when you go here, for example, to alarm, it will adjust it to the alarm that you set. I'm not gonna do this right now. I'm just gonna go back to my time. You see that it's really motorized, so there's a CPU inside that really keeps track of the time. So whatever you change it can go back to the correct time. There's an interesting function here, the 0. This is to recalibrate the watch. When you put it at the 0, all the hands go back to the top and the bottom, and these hands go back to the top here. So everything goes to 0. That way you can know if the watch is calibrated, if everything goes back to normal. With the environment around the watch, like magnetisms or any other stuff that can happen, the hands can move over time, and then you can adjust it if it doesn't. Because this watch, they say it can last for about 50 years, so maybe after a while it can misalign, or so you see once again that it's more like a a precision instrument, like you can recalibrate it like a caliper, So of course this watch is an eco drive, so it uses light for recharging the internal battery, and this battery can last a long time. And also it has like a safe mode, like a power saving mode for about a year. It can run in the dark. To sync this watch to atomic clock, I never used it because I don't need it here. But normally you would have an automatic sync every day, every morning. But to manually do it, you have to be in a time function, and then you long press the lower button, and then it shows you RX here. So it's standby for looking for a signal. And then you go to the procedure, and then you see a low signal, medium signal, or high signal for so that's how you know. And me, I always keep it into a chronograph mode because it saves the battery, because the second hand doesn't move. So you can see in the back here. So it's a Promaster, titanium and everything. And it says that you cannot open the case back because it's supposed to last like 50 years, and you don't touch it, you don't open it, and it just works for all that time. You can see here, this in titanium here. I really like the case back here. It's a really nice design with the world. I like the holes here on the sides of the links. It makes it look more like a machine or something. It has the Jubilee style bracelet, It's really nice. And this is this is a 46 millimeters, so it doesn't suit everybody, but it feels smaller than that because it's pretty thin, so it doesn't feel pretty big. Oh, the Promaster logo here, solid end links here, and it's really strong. You know, these links here are really strong, and it's really, the spring bar is really thick. Many times I bend this with a lot of force because I was wearing it and I did some sports, and sometimes it really bent hard and nothing happened. With the other watches, this broke here because it's a weak point, but this doesn't break at all. And the system here is pretty nice. When you press it, it opens and closes. So you do it like this, and this has a pin here that goes in it. When you close it, it secures. It's really secure, it doesn't move. It never opened by accident. So you see some wear here. After 3 years, you don't see a lot of scratches because it's brushed surface, but still it resists pretty well compared to stainless steel. I mean, titanium, it really resists well to scratches, and also they have a coating on it that is a really hard coating on the titanium, so it resists even more. We don't see it here really, but the glass, the crystal has it's like a anti-reflective coating. And also this watch, if I'm not mistaken, has a perpetual calendar because after 3 years I only set it once, I think. And even then I think it wasn't my mistake, so I really never set the date. It's always the good date. And as a everyday watch, it's really great. You know, it wears really well. For me, it's not that big because it's not really thick. It has a good thickness, not too much, and it's so lightweight that you don't even feel like it's a 46 millimeter. You don't feel it when it's on your wrist. When you adjust it, you adjust the bracelet well to your size. I don't feel it on my wrist. You know, I can sleep with it and I don't feel it. I have many other watches, and most of them have sample design. When I get back to wearing this one, I'm shocked. I'm surprised of how good it looks with all these details and all the rulers. It looks so technical and so advanced and so futuristic almost. And I like the shapes are also, it looks angular. You know, the angles here. You know, it looks like really sculpted or machined. They designed it and they tested it, and everything works for a long time. It's made to last. So 46 millimeters is from this end to here. So the bezel itself is 43 millimeters. Lug to lug, it's about 44 millimeters. The thickness is about 14 millimeters. So here's the lume. It's a green color. I don't know if on the screen maybe it looks blue, I don't know. So here on the wrist, that's what it looks like.